your math teacher Jeevitha, and today in this video you will be learning about a new concept called fractions. So you can see fractions, lesson number 8. Okay children, now before going for the board work, we'll just see a small activity and understand what is fractions. You can see a pizza here. Okay. When I have one pizza and one person, I can easily have it. But what happens is, when I have many people in my home and only one pizza here. So what I'll do that time, I'll divide the pizza and give one piece to each one, right? So here you can see some pizza which is cut into pieces. That is, I have 8 persons in my family. So only I have cut into 8 pieces. Now I am giving this one piece to my mama. Okay. So how much did I give to mama? I gave one piece of this 8 piece, right? I gave one piece of this 8 piece of pizza cuts. 8 pieces of pizza cut. So this is fraction, children. I can't say this as 1 because it is a part of something. So I have to say this as one piece of this 8 pieces. This is fraction. So how will I write this in number is, I should write it as, how many pieces is this? Only one piece, no? So I should write 1. And how many pieces totally I have? When I join this, how many pieces totally I have here? 8 pieces. In that, how many pieces did I take? I took only 1 piece. So this is how I write my fraction number. That is, how do I read this number? 1 by 8. So this piece is said 1 by 8. That is, I give my mama 1 by 8 pizza, I say. Okay. So my brother is little hungry. Okay. He always eats more. So what I'll do, I'll give him, how many pieces I give here for my brother? I will give him 2 by 8. So I am giving him 2 by 8. So this is fraction, children. You have understood fraction right now? Now we'll go and see how to work the problems with that. Now we are going to see exercise 8.1, page number 148. Exercise 8.1. All of you will take your textbook and work it with me. So first thing, if you see, there are some shapes and they have divided shapes. Okay, they have divided the shape. You have to shade the shape. That is, first one I have written here figure, and the number what they have written is 1 by 2. Means what? There is 2 parts, and how many parts should I shade? I should shade only 1 part in that. That is, I am going to shade only 1 part here. You can also shade 1 part here. You can shade this with pencil, children. In textbook, don't use pen and all. You can shade it with pencil. Now we'll go for second one. So what is the number they have given there is 5 by 12. That means what? If I count the parts, I have 12 parts. In that, I should shade how many? Only 5. Let's shade. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I should shade only 5 parts in the 12 parts. Now come for the C1. What is the question there? It is 2 by 5. That means I have 5 parts and I have to shade 2 parts in that. To shade only 2 parts. Is it very easy, children? So others, you will shade it, okay? Just see how much is the number here and shade it. Okay, children? Now we will go for next step. Second means. In second means, you have what fraction of each shape is shaded. Means they have shaded some part. You have to write the fraction number. Okay. So what is the part? Children, it is easy for you. I have not taken. Okay. That you will do it by yourself. Which is difficult. I have chosen and I have written it. And I am going to teach how to write that. So I have the D question here. And they have shaded these 2 sides. So first, how many parts they have? Let's count it. So how many they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be my denominator. 4. I'll teach you what is numerator denominator. For I should write it down. And how many shaded parts are there? Only 1, 2. That I am writing up. Okay children, did you understand how did I write this 2 by 4? Totally I have 4 parts. In that 2 parts are shaded. So only I wrote 2 by 4. Now go for equations. In that you can see these 3 boxes shaded. So how will I write? The number of parts shaded is 3. How many parts I have totally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So what is the number I should write? 3 by 6. Let's go for the next F1. Here you can see this many parts shaded. So first how many parts are shaded here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts are shaded. How many parts you have totally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number is 5 by 6. Now go for G1. In G1 they have shaded these parts. So first let me count how many parts are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 parts are shaded. How many parts do I have totally here? It is 9 parts. So other sums you should write the numbers, okay children? Now next we go for third B. Pick the right fraction out of 4 choices given. You can see a fraction here and then you can see 4 fraction numbers. You have to choose which is correct in that. So let us see which is the correct one. If you go for A1, you have 3 boxes. In that 2 boxes are shaded, right? So what is the correct number to write? It is 2 shaded parts out of 3 total parts. So it is 2 by 3. When you say 2 by 3, mark a tick beside that number. Now next one is B1. In that I can see 1 part shaded. Out of how many parts? 3 parts. So it is 1 by 3. So you have to put a tick where you see 1 by 3. Next I go for F1 children because I feel that F is little tough for you. So I have chosen F. All others are very easy. You try it out yourself. Now in that I can see some parts shaded in between. So how will I write that? Simple, just count how many boxes are colored or shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of how many total parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 by 9 is my right answer. You put a tick, verify 5 by 9. Other sums, you will work it out with yourself. Any doubt you can ask me in interactive session children. And I will also ask the questions for your interactive session if you get the right answer. Now we go for the next page. That is for fourth me. In fourth me, you have find the first 4 equivalent fraction of the following by multiplication. Children, you can see here I have taken a circle and I have shaded the parts with yellow and there are totally 4 parts. So how will I write this number as? I will write it as 4 by means 2 by 4. 2 parts shaded out of 4 parts. 2 by 4. Now what I am going to do is I am going to take one more fraction and show you something. Before that, how many parts I have shaded? You can see half blue, half yellow, right? Keep this in mind. Now I am going to take one more paper, okay, one more circle. In that I have divided it into 8 parts, okay. How many parts I have divided into? 8 parts. In that I am going to shade 4 parts. How many parts did I shade now? I have shaded 4 parts. So let me write the fraction for this also. So I have shaded 4 parts out of 8 parts. Can you observe in this? Half is blue again, half is yellow. So here also I can see half yellow, half blue. Here also I can see half yellow, half blue, right? So the numbers which I have here, even though they are different, they both are equal, children. They both are equal. And this is called equivalent fraction. because half is shaded here, here also half is shaded. So both are equal, children. So this is equivalent fraction, and I show you how to find the equivalent fraction. You have two methods. So let us learn that in the board. So children, I saw that 2 by 4 is equal to 4 by 8. How is this equal now? Both the numbers are different. So how will I say this is equal? But you saw in the activity they both are equal. How will I say equal is? I can reduce them. See, if I multiply 2 with 2, I get 4, right? Again I multiply 4 with 2, I get 8. So that is why they both are called equivalent fraction. What did I do now? I multiplied this first fraction with 2 and 2. I should multiply same number up and down. Only then I get the number equivalent fraction. Okay. So this, now we are going to do fourth main completely on this. So you have understood now how to find equivalent fractions. We did multiplication form, and we have one more form to find equivalent fraction, that is division. I'll teach you that next. Now we will go for fourth main. In that you have to find 4 equivalent fractions for given one fraction. Okay. So let me take the first question. T by 2. T by 2. What will I do to find the equivalent fraction? Let me work it out here. Okay. I have 3 by 2 as my question. I have to find 4 fractions which are equal to this. What did I do for the first one? I gave you example. I multiplied both the up number, down number. So up is called numerator, children. Down is called denominator. Okay. So up number, that is numerator, I multiply with 2. Denominator also I multiply with the same number, 2. If I multiply, I get 6 by 4. So this is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, this is the one equivalent fraction. Like this I should find 3 more. So first I got the first one by multiplying 2. Now let me multiply this with 3. Okay. So if I multiply with 3, what is the number I get? This 3 3s are 9, 2 3s are 6. I got the second one. Now let me multiply the same number with 4. 4 into 4. 3 4s is 12. 2 4s is 8. So I got 3 equivalent fractions. But I want one more child. So I have to multiply this with 5 to get the next number. Next equivalent fraction. 3 5s are 15. 2 5s are 10. So I got 4 equivalent fractions. I am going to write that on the textbook here. 6 by 4, first equivalent fraction. 9 by 6, second one. Third one is 12 by 8. 12, wait, I'll write it. 12 by 8. And one more is 15 by 10. So this is the answer for first one. So let us go for the second one and find like that only. What is the question there? 3 by 4, children. So let me take the second question, 3 by 4, and find equivalent fractions for that. First, what will I do? Multiply with 2. If I multiply with 2, what I get? 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. Let me write the answer there. 6 by 8. Now find the second number. Multiply it with 3. 3 3s are 9. 4 3s are 12. So second answer is 9 by 12. Now go for third fraction. So I multiply it with 4. 3 4s are 12. 4 4s are 16. So I got the number as 12 by 16. Now I have to find one more number, no? So I'll multiply this with 5. 3 5s are 15. 4 5s are 20. So I got my answer. That is, next number will be 5 by 20. So sorry, it is 15 by 20. Now we'll see the C question. 4 by 5. Children, I'll write the answers directly here. Shall I? You should multiply and find it, but I can write it directly. If you can't directly write, you multiply and write. multiply with 2. 4 2s are 8. 5 2s are 10. Next, 4 3s are 12. 5 3s are 15. Next, I multiply with 4. 4 4s are 16. 5 4s are 20. Now, I multiply with 5. 4 5s are 20. 5 5s are 25. Children, I have worked out 3 sums for you. It is simply multiplying numbers. So, you should work the next sums and say me the answer. Okay. I ask everybody in the interactive session. Now, we'll go for next is 5th May. So, what is 5th May about? 5th May, you have to find the equivalent fraction by division method. I said, you know children, you can find equivalent fraction by multiplying. This is what we saw here. You can find it by division method also. When you should find using division method, the number, that is the fraction, should be big like this. I have 15 by 10. So if you see 15 and 10, both will come in 5 on the tables, no children. So I can write 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. How did I get this number? Simply division. I will divide this with 5. Because I am dividing this 5, this also I should divide by 5. I can't divide different numbers with numerator and denominator. I have to divide both with same number. So, I divided with 5 and I got the answer 3 by 2. So, this is the equivalent fraction. That is 15 by 10 is equivalent fraction for 3 by 2. So, this you understood children? You have to use this method to find equivalent fraction for 5th May. So, I have 12 by 18. First, what should I see? Which table I find the two numbers? I can find this in 3 ones are. Yes, I can find it in 3 ones are. And so, I divide both with 3 ones are. When I divide, what do I get? Answer 3 4s is 12 and 3 6 is 18. So, I can say that 4 by 6 is the equivalent fraction for 12 by 18. I can divide with different number also children, but here they have us only one fraction, so we have found only one. Like this we can find many also. Okay. So we will go for next one. B question 28 and 30. In which you get this? Very simply you can say both goes in 2 tables. If you don't know in other tables, you take simply 2 ones children. Maximum fractions will go in 2 ones or 3 ones also. So first you can check with 2 ones. So if I divide with 2, what is the answer I get? This is 14 and this is 15 We got the equivalent fraction here. So again I divide this also with 2 only. Because 2 ones are easy for me, no? I take 2 only. So if I divide with 2, what is the answer I get? I get 18. And when I divide this with 2, I get 2, 4. So this is the equivalent fractions. And you have many sums here. You can do that using this method children. Okay. If it doesn't go with 2 ones you try with 3 ones Okay. Next we will go with the next mean, that is 6th mean. Find the missing numbers. So even in this I am going to work only few. Others you will be working it out. So I have 12 by 18 is equal to dash by 15. What is the number I get here? How to find that? So first I will divide this children. What I will do? I will divide this with 3 ones because in 3 ones I can get both. So when I divide with 3 ones what is the answer I find is 3 4s are 12 and 3 6 are. So again 3 ones again I can divide. Children, when I divide with 3 I get a different number. It is difficult for you. So I divide it with 6. I get very simple number when I do it with 6. 6 how much times 12? 6 2 is 12. So when I divide with 6 I get 2 here. Same thing when I divide this with 6 I get 3 here. So I get 2 by 3. That is what I have written here. Okay. Now I write this missing number here. This is my exact question now because I have cancelled 5s are 15, no children. I get 3 5s are 15. So I multiply 2 also with 5. And what is the number I get? 10. So that is my answer. So you understood children how to find the missing number? You have number here. So first find with what you multiply here. 3 5s are 15. Multiply the same number and find the missing number. We'll go for the B1 now. Now go for the B1. You have 3 by 7 is equal to dash by 14. Same like how did we do here, we'll do here also. What you will do? Check. 7 ones are where we get 14. 7 2s are 14. So I multiply 3 also with 2. 3 2s are 6. So my missing number, that is the answer which I get is 6 here. Now go for C1. Same method. 4 what is 12? 4 3s are 12. So multiply this also with 3. 1 3s are 3. So this is my missing number. So rest you should work out children. Now we'll go for 8th main. I am doing 8th main children. 7th main and 8th main both are same. 7th main is easy for you to do. 8th main is little difficult. So only I am taking 8th main. 7th main you try it out, okay? How I am doing 8th main? Same way you will do 7th main. So what is the main here is, they have given a fraction here. That is 96 by 84. And they have said, have to find the equivalent fraction of it. But they have given one condition there. You have to have denominator 42. What did I say? What is denominator? It means down number. So my equivalent fraction should have denominator 42. 42 in the denominator. So what is my numerator here? Question mark. How did I find here? I'll find there. Okay. What should I do? If I multiply, I don't get this number. So I should divide it. Divide it with what? If I divide 84 with 2, I get 42. If I divide 84 with 2, I get 42. So I should divide 96 also with 2. So what is the answer I get here? 2 4s are 8. 2 8s are. This is the answer I get. So the equivalent fraction, the answer for the A1. Equivalent fraction with denominator 42 is 48 by 42. Next we are going for B1. So same thing, same fraction I should take, but the condition here is my numerator should be 8. What is the numerator I have here? It should be 8. So I can't multiply here because I have small number as answer. So I should divide and see. So if you divide, what is the number you get? You get as 8 1s are, 8 2s are, so 12. So if I divide 96 with 12, I get 8. So let us divide 84 also with 12. So what is the answer you get when you divide this? 7. So my answer is 8 by 7. Clear children? 7th main also is same like this. Try this out, okay? Now we'll go for the next 9th main. Check whether the given pair of fractions are equivalent or not by cross multiplication method. What is this cross multiplication method? I'll teach you children now. Cross multiplication means I have a fraction, okay? Like I have two fractions here. I have two fractions here. Cross multiplication means I should multiply this denominator with this numerator and multiply this denominator with the other numerator and check both the numbers should be same. That is 8 1s is how much? 8. Now multiply this 2. 2 4s is 8. Both have got same number, right? Then these two are equivalent fraction. Let me take one more example now. 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 5 by 3. Let me multiply and see whether they are equal or not. Multiply. 3 3s are 9. 2 5s are 10. I didn't get same number, no? So they both are not equal. We will check that in the 9th main. First sum. I have 2 by 10, 4 by 20. So which are the two numbers that you multiply? 2 with 20 and take the answer. The other number is 4 and 10. 4 and 10. I should get the same number. That is 2 20s is 40. 4 10s is 40. So I got same numbers. So this is equal. So these two numbers are equal. You can write it in sentence. 2 by 10 is equal to 4 by 20. Now come for B1. So let us multiply and check this now. This is 21. So first number is 21 multiplied with 3. Next number is 7 multiplied with 9. So what is the answer I get? 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. And 7 into 9, 7 9s is also 63. So I got same number now. Yes, 3 by 7 is the equivalent fraction for 9 by 21. You check the other questions, children, other sums, you check whether they are equal or not. And in interactive session, there are so many questions to ask, so everybody will get a chance to answer. Please work it out. The next interactive session, compulsory I am going to ask questions for each one. Okay children, till here we have finished 8.1. Now let's meet you in the next video. Bye children, thank you.